Hey there everybody, hope your day is going well. Jacared Old School King here, and welcome back to another First Gen PokeTalk. First things first, I forgot to mention in the last PokeTalk regarding the Stadium prize Pokemon, specifically for Blue. So, when I had to start Blue over, I actually had an excess of certain Pokemon, hold on, let me double check those numbers. Yeah, okay, so I had more Hitmonchan than Hitmonlee for the fighting types. As for the two ancient Pokemon, well, the two that you can choose from at Mount Moon, I had more Ammonite than Kabuto. So it was more just, okay, let me grab what I have even more excess of, and then put those to Blue. And then when I eventually get around to Mount Moon, when I eventually get around to the Fighting Dojo, just pick whichever one I didn't grab from Stadium. Yeah, so as Blue is essentially brute forcing through the game, I'll choose the Dome Fossil and choose Hitmonlee. So, yeah. And apart from that, any Pokemon that were traded between the games were just cloned for Blue. Just had Blue catch a bunch of extra Rattata and Pidgey, and I think maybe a few others as well. And then I chose whoever had the best stats to stay with Blue, and whoever had slightly less stats to just vanish in the cloning process, essentially. And hell, I was not, there was no way in hell I was going through the Gym Leader Castle again enough times to get enough EV, so that way Blue could have all the evolutions. I just cloned them from Red, because, well, Red has better learn sets for those. And hell, as of this PokeTalk, I've actually increased the number of weeks I have until I'm caught up to where I have recorded. I'm now up to 35 weeks, so, from 20, well, what, it was like 27, 26, I forget exactly, before I recorded PokeTalk 20. Now, I've definitely increased that quite a bit, because I'm just brute forcing the rest of the game, because apparently save files can corrupt themselves and delete themselves at any given time. Now, with all that out of the way and said and done, yeah, I did pick up a total of 3 TMs from my adventure on Cinnabar Island. There was 2 in the Pokemon Mansion, and then the 1 from Blaine. So, TM14, Blizzard. I decided to just give that to the female Nidoran. Because, well, this Pokemon is doing a good job just as is. It's still not as powerful as the male counterpart, just because it has a slightly lower attack stat. And I just decided to give it a super duper powerful move to make up for the lack of stats, at least for now. Well, once evolving eventually gets into place, then finally everyone will have everyone will have very, very good at stats. But that's a given. Now, Solar Beam. Solar Beam, I decided to just give to Bellsprout, because, I mean, hell, I really do love this grass type. It is the, second best grass type. And I decided to just get rid of Wrap, because, honestly, I don't need it. So might as well just replace such a weak move with the most powerful grass-type attack. Yeah, and Bellsprout should make good use of that move, too. Then there was, what was it? Oh yeah, TM38 Fire Blast. I decided to give that to Vulpix. And yeah, there are other Pokemon that can learn it, but Vulpix being a fire type, having a very good special, can make very, very good use of the Fire Blast. And how Fire Blast doesn't have, a one-turn charge, like a Solar Beam, and it doesn't have a one-turn cooldown like Hyper Beam, and yeah, it's not the best accuracy, but it is super-duper powerful. And hell, with Vulpix just got rid of Fire Spin, because just, wow, that move is so weak. What's the damn point? Alright, so I rolled on my phone, I rolled the D20 again just to figure out who I'm going to cover this time around. And honestly, I think the D20 is only going to work one more time. Because, yeah, after the next PokeTalk, I'll have to start using a D12. Or I'll just choose based on what maybe I want a special PokeTalk, and I specifically choose 3 different Pokemon for a certain PokeTalk. Yeah, that'll probably come at a later time. But for this one, let's see, I didn't choose, random selection, came with Porygon, Farfetch'd, and Dratini. Yeah, okay, so let's get to Porygon first. Porygon is nothing really too special. I mean, I forget at which level, but it does learn the move Conversion, which doesn't really do anything. Essentially, it makes it the same exact type as the opposing Pokemon, which can be kind of good. I mean, hell, let's say you're facing off against a coughing or wheezing. Well, then Porygon can change itself to a Poison type, which means Poison-type moves are not very effective against it. But even still, that's essentially telling the enemy, hey, take a free hit. I gave it... which TM did I give it? I gave it Psywave. I don't remember the number, but... yeah, it's a Psychic-type move, and it's randomly damaging, and... well, might as well just give it to Porygon. And Porygon, like I said, nothing super-duper special. Except for the fact that, well, the anime episode with this Pokemon was taken out of the rotation because of, it was giving kids seizures. And I actually did see the episode featuring Porygon, and wow, there was a lot of flashing lights. I actually started to feel a little nauseous watching it, and I had to just turn my head, look away, because it's just, ow, what the hell? Yeah, but that's really all there is to say about this thing. It's like a digital Pokemon, like the only digital Pokemon. That's like the tagline for it. Whatever. Let's bring on Farfetch. So, well, technically, I've had Farfetch for a long time, ever since, oh, damn it, what's the name of the, Vermilion? Yeah, with the S's, yeah. Well, at least Red and Blue have had Farfetch'd for a long time. Yellow couldn't get Farfetch'd until, well, the Ultimate Catching Montage, because it was only available in the grass on somewhere like 12 to 15, one of the patches of grass there. Yeah, and, well, at least Yellow. Kind of wish I would have caught it at a lower level, because, well, I caught it at too high of a level that it forgot Peck. Of all things to forget, it forgets Peck. So essentially, Yellow's Farfetch is just Fury, Attack, and Slash. Well, and a couple status changes, but whoopity-doo-dah. Now, some people might use Farfetch as an HM slave because it can learn Fly, it can learn Cut. I don't think it can learn Flash or Surf or Strength, but, I mean, why? It is a decent Pokemon, at least, well, if you get it at a low enough level and knows Peck, it is a pretty somewhat decent flying type, especially since there's, well, no evolution to it. It's a one stage. And being one stage, it does get pretty decent stats compared to, well, plenty of other Pokemon that have a second or even a third stage. Yeah, fun one. Maybe not like top tier, but still definitely a very, very fun Pokemon. Now, finally, for the big one. Let's bring Dratini on down. Because, wow, Dratini and the evolutions, but yeah, it's the only dragon type in the game, which, you might think, hey, that's kind of unique. Can it get a powerful dragon type move? No, the only dragon type move that it learns is Dragon Rage. And that only does 40 hit points damage, and I suppose a good thing about that is that it completely ignores defense and typing, and does 40 points of damage regardless. That is an upside, but that's also a downside as well, because, Like, what the hell? Yeah, and hell, even in the unevolved state, it has some, well, fairly decent stats. And as it eventually evolves into, well, from Dratini to Dragonair, then eventually Dragonite, yeah, it's gonna get quite the boost in stats. Yeah, well, I suppose, like, a good thing to Dragon-type Pokemon is they are resistant to, what? I know it's electricity. Are they resistant to anything else? Oh, wow. Okay, so I had to look it up just to be sure. And resistant to more than just electric, but also fire, water, and grass. But, yeah, weak to ice, but then again, not many Pokemon learn ice-type attacks naturally, so it's kind of just, eh, not too bad. Not too bad at all, and definitely a fun Pokemon to have on any team. Now, I suppose, like, if I'm really picking things apart, well, maybe a second downside to this Pokemon is that it just comes so late in the game that it's just, do I really want this one? Well, actually, I do, but maybe a casual player would just go, another Pokemon. Do I really want to take the time to grind this one out? Which, well, actually, yes. Yes, you would. Alright, well, that is going to be it for this PokeTalk. Gotta get, well, now that everyone is actually level, what was, 65 now? Yeah, everyone's level 65 now. So now I gotta, well, get ready to close the loop between Cinnabar and Pallet Town and get the Earth Badge, and then, well, be done. Well, be done for now, at least, because, yeah, there's still going to be Victory Road. Yeah, and that's going to be it for this PokeTalk. So, I'll see you in the next leg of the journey whenever that comes up. So, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't hit that bell so you can always be notified whenever I upload another video. And, of course, have fun.